What's up guys, it's your boy Zaxx here, and today I'm bringing you guys a quite special video because today I'm going to be talking about some Champions League predictions. As you can see on the screen right now, I don't know if I'll have my face cam for the whole video or not. I probably won't, to be honest, but as you can see on the screen right now, there are the groups of the Champions League. So I'm going to run down every group and make my predictions of who's going to go through and who's not and why. So I'm going to do it in chronological order. I don't need to tell you which team is in which group. You can see that all by your own. So I'm just going to start off. Group A, we have Paris Saint-Germain, Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk and Malmo. So straight away, my predictions are no doubt Paris and Real Madrid to go through. Shakhtar, last couple of years have been like the dark horse of the Champions League. They always did quite well, but this year I don't think they will do well at all. I think they will be terrible. They've lost Douglas Costa to Bayern. They've lost Luis Adriano to AC Milan. They were their two key players. Now they've got a lot of centre attacking mids like Bernard, Tyson and people like that, but without Luis Adriano or Douglas Costa, I don't think they will be as effective. Then we've got Malmo. Malmo, pretty incredible. Zlatan, it's actually Zlatan's like boyhood fan club, but he wanted to play against them and he wanted to see them in the Champions League, and now he's getting to play against them. So Zlatan will be back in Sweden for one game only. But yeah, that's pretty it's funny how the world works sometimes. He just said that in an interview a few days ago before the qualifier against Celtic, and they beat Celtic by surprise really. No one was expecting them to do well. So that's it for my Group A. If I go in depth, I would say Real Madrid first, PSG second, third Shakhtar, and fourth Malmo. Then in Group B, we've got PSV Eindhoven, Manchester United, CSK Moscow, and Wolfsburg. Now, my predictions for this group are going to be Manchester United, no doubt, and I'd still say Wolfsburg. Now, why? Because PSV, they've lost Wijnaldum and Depay, so their key components of the squad are gone really, and that's why I think the only strong point that the team has in PSV is making long through balls or crossing it in for Luke de Jong, who has a lethal header on him. But other than that, I cannot see them being a threat for Manchester United or even Wolfsburg. Now, Wolfsburg, you might think they might not do so well because De Bruyne, as I'm filming this, it's actually Saturday 29th. Chelsea are about to lose to Crystal Palace, I believe. Not sure about that. I hope so, to be honest. But De Bruyne has actually passed his medical this morning, I believe, so the deal should be announced tomorrow or this afternoon really. So, but Wolfsburg are still a really strong team. Bastos, super good striker. Then we've got Perisic, good winger. Schürrle, another good winger. They used to have Melanda, who was a really good central defensive mid, but he's gone, as you all know. But I still think they have a really good team, and they could compete. They would easily beat PSV in my opinion, and maybe they will struggle a bit against Moscow, but I'm not really sure. I think they would still put it out the bag. So my prediction for that group is first Manchester United, second Wolfsburg, third Moscow, and fourth PSV. So in Group C, we've actually got Atletico Madrid and a lot of other people. Wait a sec. Oh shit. No. Wait. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Sorry for that, guys. I actually didn't have the groups in front of me anymore because my Vegas fucked up. So that was really disturbing. I didn't remember who was exactly in the group. So Group C, we've got Benfica, Atletico Madrid, Galatasaray, and Astana. So my predictions for this group are going to be Atletico Madrid and Benfica, not Galatasaray. So why? I say because Atletico Madrid, even though they've lost Mandzukic, they've brought in Jackson Martinez, who is at least as good as Mandzukic, if not better. They've brought in a little youngster from Villarreal. Oh, youngster, I think he's like 18, 20 maybe. No, I think he's like definitely 20. Luciano Vieto, he's really good, quick. He might form a solid duo with Jackson Martinez. And they've brought back Felipe Luis from Chelsea, who had a nightmare at Chelsea, let's be honest. Didn't take anything. He didn't even take Azpilicueta out for a couple of games. Azpilicueta played the whole season, and rightfully so. He's excellent, to be honest. Then we've got Galatasaray. They've still got Schneider. I think Melo's left, but they're not as good as they have been. And right now, I think they would only get points at home, I think, or against Astana, because the rest I don't think they would do well at all. Then we've got Astana. Astana is actually a team from Kazakhstan, and I don't know anything about them. I don't expect anything from them, not about them. So my predictions for this group are going to be first Atletico, second Benfica, not Benfica, Galatasaray third, and Astana fourth. So for Group D is actually the group of death. We've got Juventus, Man City, Sevilla, and Borussia Mönchengladbach. So in this group, I'm actually going to go for Man City and Juve. It's like, maybe it's the favourites, but they could fuck up. Anybody could fuck up in this group because it's really good and solid and overall good. Mönchengladbach, they're a rising journey. They've lost their star striker, but I don't think they'll really miss him. He's not that good, so I think they can replace him easily. Then we've got Sevilla, who won the Europa League like once or twice in a row. I think they won it twice in a row, but I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. But they've lost Carlos Bacca to not Man City, to AC Milan. So I think he was really the key component of the squad, so I don't really think they will do well. They've got the Polish central defensive midfielder. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. The one that Arsenal were maybe in for, I'm not sure. But then, like, you've got Juve. They've strengthened their squad again. They have put Ogba at the moment. They've bought in Dybala. They've bought in Mandzukic. They've bought in Khedira. I just think they're a really good squad. And from what I've heard, they're even trying to strengthen it more to really push in for the Champions League, because in Serie A they don't need a better squad to win it. They're already dominating it. But they've lost Tevez. That's the only negative point about Juve's summer right now, is that they've lost Carlos Tevez, which is who really, even if he's not doing well, he gets the effort done and he motivates his players and teammates by doing so. So I think they'll miss him, but I'm going to go and say first Juventus, actually, second Man City, third Sevilla, and fourth Borussia Mönchengladbach. Then in Group E, we've got Barcelona, Bayer Leverkusen, Roma, and Bate Borisov. In this group, I'm going to go for Barcelona and Roma. Reasons are, Roma, they've got Pjanic, who is excellent. They've got Nainggolan. They've got, who have they got? They've got Dzeko. They've got Dzeko now. Bloody Dzeko, he's really good. They've got Leandro Castan, who is quite good as well. They've got Iturbe, who has lots of potential. So I don't expect them to fuck up against some lower squads like the two others. But wait a sec, I've already got the squads who have gone. I'm really sorry guys, but I'm gonna pull them back further. And I'm back. So as I was saying, I don't see Roma losing out to Bayer Leverkusen or Bate Borisov. Leverkusen have just lost one of their best players, if not the best, the Korean guy, the Son, who just signed for Spurs at £22 million, I believe. So that's a lot of money. I think it's a complete waste. He will never fulfill a 22 million potential. If you compare him to Memphis, it's actually stupid that they paid like nearly the same thing when he's got a lot less potential than Memphis. But Barcelona really looking good, even if they were really shaky against Bilbao in that Super Cup. But I think they'll get the job done as usual. Leverkusen's strong point will actually be Kiesling, and yeah, I don't really think they can compete. Maybe Bellarabi out on the wing, crossing it in for Kiesling. That's like a tongue twister. Crossing it in for Kiesling. But I don't expect them to do any damage to Roma. So for me, this group will be first Barcelona, no doubt. Second Roma, third Bayer Leverkusen, and fourth Bate Borisov. Then we've got Group F. Group F is Bayern, Arsenal, Olympiacos, and Dynamo Zagreb. People are, in my opinion, overrating this group. If Arsenal don't fuck up as they tend to, and what they are doing so far this season, earlier today they won, but they were playing really badly. They were playing so badly actually, and they won via an own goal, 1-0 against a 10-man Newcastle, who were actually down for 10 men during 70 of the 90 minutes. So I think they look terrible so far this season, but I think they'll manage to pick it up as always. So I'm not even going to talk more about this group. I'm just going to say Bayern first, second Arsenal, who will get scared, third Olympiacos, fourth Zagreb. Then we've got Group G, and as usual, Chelsea always get the easiest group. It's incredible. So they've got Porto, Dynamo Kiev, and Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv won't be a threat to anybody in this group. Dynamo Kiev, they might give a run for Porto away in Russia, but otherwise they won't do shit. Porto have actually got Casillas now. There's no doubt in my mind for this group. It's going to be Chelsea first, second Porto, third Kiev, and fourth Tel Aviv. And now we've actually got to the last group, Group H, which in my opinion people are underrating. If you're watching this group from a neutral point of view, I think there will be a good competition and some really great games to be played. So we've got Zenit St. Petersburg, who have just lost Salomon Rondon, but I think they will do well without him. Then we've got Valencia. Star people in their squad are Rodrigo, the striker. You've got Paco. You've got Negredo, but he's been playing terribly. You've got Feguli, and I think they're a solid squad, to be honest. Then we've got Lyon. With Lacazette, Fekir, Gonalon. Who have they got as well? They've got some class midfielders, but who are not really well known. It's Fofana, and he's a real good box-to-box midfielder. And I forget who's like their last component. They have like one last component in the squad, but I don't remember who it is in the midfield. And in defence, they've got Umtiti, who has bags of potential as well. So I think they're going to do well. And in fourth, we've got Gand, who are actually a Belgian squad. So they're from my country. So I might try and see some games over there, but it's really hard because they try and keep it for the guys who have season tickets. So it's fair in one way, but it's really annoying because you can't just turn up to the game if you're neutral. I won't be able to turn up, most definitely. But I think Xena, even if they have Hulk and Witsu, I think they'll be out of this group. I'm going for first Valencia, second Lyon, third Zenit, and fourth Gant. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not going to make some predictions about who's actually going to win the Champions League because that's way too in the air right now. As you can see, there's 32 teams and it's the beginning of the season. You have no idea who's performing well. Atletico could have a shout, Man City could have a shout, Juve could have a shout, Barcelona, Bayern, Chelsea, Paris maybe, Real Madrid, maybe even Manchester United if we pick it up because we've been playing terribly. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like down below, comment with feedback, subscribe for more football videos, and this was your boy Zaxx. I'll see you next time. Peace.